Behold the universe in the glory of God, and all that lives and moves on earth, leaving the transient, find joy in the eternal. Set not your heart on another's possessions. Working thus, a man may wish for a life of 100 years. Only actions done in God bind not the soul of man. There are demon-haunted worlds, regions of utter darkness. Whoever in life denies the spirit falls into that darkness of death. The spirit, without moving, is swifter than the mind. The senses cannot reach him. He is ever beyond them. Standing still, he overtakes those who run. To the ocean of his being, the spirit of life leads the streams of action. He moves and he moves not. He is far and he is near. He is within all and he is outside all. Who sees all beings in his own self and his own self in all beings loses all fear. When a sage sees this great unity and his self has become all beings, what delusion and what sorrow can ever be near him? The Spirit filled all with his radiance. He is incorporeal and invulnerable, pure and untouched by evil. He is the supreme seer and thinker, immanent and transcendent. He placed all things in the path of eternity. Into deep darkness fall those who follow action. Into deeper darkness fall those who follow knowledge. One is the outcome of knowledge, and another the outcome of action. Thus we have heard from the ancient sages who explained this truth to us. He who knows both knowledge and action, with action overcomes death, and with knowledge reaches immortality. Into deep darkness follow those who follow the infinite. Into deeper darkness fall those who follow the transcendent. One is the outcome of the transcendent, and another is the outcome of the infinite, of the immanent. Thus we have heard from the ancient sages who explained this truth to us. He who knows both the transcendent and the immanent, with the immanent overcomes death, and with the transcendent reaches immortality. The face of truth remains hidden behind a circle of gold. Unveil it, O God of light, that I who love the true may see. O life-given Son, offspring of the Lord of action, sultry sea of heaven, spread thy light and withdraw thy binding splendor, that I may behold thy radiant form, that spirit may fall away within thee in my own innermost spirit. May life go to immortal life, and the body to the ashes. Om, O my soul, remembering past strivings, remember. O my soul, remember past strivings, remember. By the path of good leads us to final bliss. O fire divine, thou God who knowest all ways, deliver us from wandering evil. Prayers and adoration we offer unto thee. The Kena Upanishad, Part 1. Who sends the mind to wander afar? Who delivers life to start on its journey? Who impels us to utter these words? Who is the spirit behind the eye and the ear? It is the eye of the eye and the ear of the ear, the word of words and the mind of mind, and the life of life. Those who follow wisdom pass beyond, and on leaving this world, become immortal. There the eyes go not, nor words, nor mind. We know not, we cannot understand how he can be explained. He is above the known, and he is above the unknown. Thus have we heard from the ancient sages who explained this truth to us. What cannot be spoken with words, but what whereby words are spoken? Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be thought with the mind, but whereby the mind can think? Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be seen with the eye, but whereby that the eye can see? Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be heard with the ear, but whereby the ear can hear? Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be indrawn with breath, but whereby breath is indrawn? Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. Part 2. Master, if you think you know well, little truth do you know. You only perceive that appearance of Brahman that lies in the senses and is in you. Pursue your meditation. Disciple, I mean to know. I cannot imagine I know him well, and yet I cannot say that I know him not. Who of us knows this, knows him, and not who says I know him not? He comes to the thought of those who know him beyond thought, to the sense of those who imagine he can be, not to those he can be imagined he can be attained by thought. He is unknown to the learned and known to the simple. He is known in the ecstasy of an awakening which passes open the door to eternal life. By the self we obtain power, and by vision we obtain eternity. For a man who knows him, the light of truth shines. For one who knows him not, there is darkness. The wise who have seen him in every being, on leaving this life, attain life immortal. Part 3. Once upon a time, Brahman, the spirit supreme, won a victory for the gods. And the gods thought in their pride, we alone attain this victory. Ours alone is the glory. Brahman saw it and appeared to them, but they knew him not. Who is that being that fills us with wonder? They cried. And they spoke to Agni, the god of fire. O God all-knowing, go and see who is that being that fills us with wonder. Agni ran toward him, and Brahman asked, who are you? I am the god of fire, he said, the god who knows all things. What power is in you? Asked Brahman. I can burn all things on earth. And Brahman placed a straw before him, saying, burn this. The god of fire strove with all his power, but was unable to burn it. He then returned to the other gods and said, I could not find out who was that being that fills us with wonder. Then they spoke to Vayu, the god of air. Oh, Vayu, go and see who is that being that fills us with wonder. Vayu ran toward him, and Brahman asked, who are you? I am Vayu, the god of the air, he said. Matarisvan, the air that moves in space. What power is in you? Asked Brahman. In a whirlwind I can carry away all things on earth. And Brahman placed straw before him, saying, blow this away. The god of fire strove with all his power, but he was unable to move it. He returned to the other gods and said, I could not find out who was that being that fills us with wonder. Then the gods spoke to Indra, the god of thunder. O giver of earthly goods, go and see who is that being that fills us with wonder. And Indra ran toward Brahma, the spirit supreme, but he disappeared. Then, in the same region of the sky, the god saw a lady of radiant beauty. She was Uma, divine wisdom, the daughter of the mountains of snow. Who is that being that fills us with wonder? He asked. He is Brahma, the spirit supreme, she answered. Rejoice in him, since through him you have attained the glory of victory. And the gods Agni, Vayu, and Indra excelled the other gods, for they were the first that came near Brahman, and they first knew he was the spirit supreme. And thus Indra, the god of thunder, excelled all other gods, for he came nearest to Brahman, and he first knew that he was the spirit supreme, concerning whom it is said, he is seen in nature in the wonder of a flash of lightning. He comes to the soul in the wonder of a flash of vision. His name is Tadavatnam, which translated means the end of love longing. As Tadvaranam, he should have adoration, all beings which love such a lover of the Lord. Master, you've asked me to explain the Upanishad, the sacred wisdom. The Upanishad has been explained to you. In truth, I have been telling you the sacred teaching concerning Brahman.